Boom, boom. This is Kendra. Everybody, welcome back to the channel. Alright, we got a little bit of Azur laying up today. Got a few things to cover, so let's go ahead and jump right into it. Alright, first of all, we've got the rerun event up. So, you know, it is as it is. So we've got the Skybound prelude. This is a rerun. So, as always, we've got the first phase is the 4 ships that will have the plus 20% EXP bonus. So we got Jean Bart, La Temeraire, La Peignatre, and Fortune. So I have all of those ships. If you, most likely you will have all these ships. This is a rerun, so they already have had this event up once before. So let's see here. I put them in my favorites. Oops, don't have my favorites checked. So let's see right here. So we've got Jean Bart up here. She's at 77. We've got La Peignatre, she's at 70, Fortune's at 70, and Temeraire's at 49. So I've got her inside of the dorm at the moment, bringing her up. So what you want to do is you want to get these ships to at least 70, okay? Because you need to get them at 70 so that you can fully limit break them. For them to be useful in the second phase, you'll have, as always, certain event stages where you can use these ships in the team, but they have to be fully limit broke. So fully limit broke, and they have to survive the actual sortie. So make sure that you keep that in mind. And these are for bonus points. As you know, phase 2 will involve the ships, and it will involve fully limit breaking the ships to get the chat, to get the border portrait frame. And if you don't get all of the ships, then you can run these event stages with these ships and get some extra points to actually make up if you miss a ship or two. So if you go look at the actual event, you will see that phase 2. This is the limited portrait frame that you're going for, and of course you will need 3,000 points. Now this is a rerun event, so the ships will be. You probably already have a lot of the ships for this event, okay? So if you did the event previously, then you should pretty much either A, already completed the event and don't even need to focus on it, or B, if you were a little short, you'll be able to finish it up at this point. So the ships will be coming out. They'll probably introduce maybe a new ship or something, but it's a rerun, so difficult to say at this time. So phase 2 is just going to be running until the 28th. So phase 1 is from 21 to the 28th. Then from the 28th to November 17th is when we will have the second phase, which is where we'll actually get the event stages. So they'll be out in about 7 days. So keep that in mind. But yeah, so you want to focus on those ships. Like I say, using them now, 20%, XP bonus. Okay, and get them to at least 70. Okay, they're pretty good ships. I mean, you're really not going to use these ships for much. Okay. However, Jean Bart is not a bad ship. As you can see, I've already been using her. I've already got her up to 77 the first time. I did take part in the first event. There's several ships in here for this event. I think so. This is a really good chance to get focus on those ships. If you did not get any the first time around, this will be a chance for you to get them again, and it'll be a chance for, as you can see, I've already got some of the ships already up to 120, depending on what. So I can't remember, to be truthful, I can't remember if I completed. I think I completed the event because I already had Jean Bart fully maxed out, but I did not have La Peignatre and La Temeraire were not. So. I'm not sure if I completed the event, to tell you the truth, but if I didn't, I will be completing it this time for sure, because I do have the mats saved up for that, because the last event I only had to do one ship to complete the portrait frame request, so I have a lot of mats left over, so that'll be good. So that's up. Also remember that we do have a blueprint completion plan for Gascogne. All right, so Gascogne is a priority ship, of course. So let's go ahead and take a look and see if we can find out exactly where Gascogne is at in terms of priority. I'm pretty sure she's. Oh, is she season? Is she season 1? No, she's not season 1. That's Ibuki and Neptune. Neptune. I was getting her confused with Neptune. She must be a season 2. Gasco, right here. So I actually have not, but I do have quite a bit of blueprints for her. Actually, I have 324 combined with the 30 that I'm going to get from that event. That's going to give me almost, you know, a little over 350. That would probably be quite a bit of actual blueprints to actually be close to bringing her up. I might actually go ahead and start development on her. Something to consider. But yeah, so Gascon blueprints for her. Even if, guys, even if you do not, even if you've already completed Gascon, you should definitely collect the blueprints, simply because of the fact that you can use the blueprints inside of the shop. I'm going to show everybody about the weekly kit that you can get here inside of the shop. So I always purchase parts and any gold books if they are in here. That's really the only thing I purchase from in here. I don't purchase anything else. But if you do, you can go to the prototype shop and you can do the blueprint analysis. And if you've already completed Gascon and done her, you know, fate simulation, then any ones that you left over, you can sell here to get, you know, to get your actual core, so that you can purchase other blueprints for other ships, or, you know, even prototype, you know, blueprints for the, you know, the weapon. So this is definitely something that you want to use. I use this quite frequently. As you can see, I'm saving up. I'm saving up all of the actual blueprints for FDG, simply because of the fact that FDG does not have a fate simulation yet. Azuma and FDG are DR ships. So they're next level priority ships. They did not, until now, have fate simulations. Fate simulations is where you acquire luck. But the fate simulations for the DR ships are luck, and it's going to upgrade 2 of their skills. So I'm working on Azuma's fate simulation right now, but the fate simulation for FDG has not been released, but it should be next, assuming they keep in order. Azuma and FDG are priority season 2 ships. So since they did Azuma, you'd think next would be FDG. So I'm saving some blueprints for that, because it does take blueprints for the actual fate simulation. I will go ahead and show them to you here. If you go in the shipyard and go back to season 2, you will see Azuma right here. Okay, I've completed her. She's maxed. I'm now working on the fate simulation, and I've just started it. I just completed her yesterday and got the final star. So now we're going to be doing luck, and you see you're going to get 3 luck there, so 7 luck, and then you're going to get 8 more. So that's, you know, plus Mizuho's intuition is going to get a buff, and then we're going to get another 6 luck here, and then we're going to get another 7 luck here, plus we're going to get the special gunnery trading. Okay, so and that's going to increase as well. So you definitely want to do the fate simulations to get the luck. Okay, luck is an innate stat. It affects crit rate, hit rate. It affects things like that from an innate standpoint, which mean, you know, so basically one of the best ships in the game is Enterprise. And the reason Enterprise is so good, and the reason you'll be able to use her through mostly all of the game, is because she has an extremely high luck stat. She has that high luck stat because of her, of course, her war record is just amazing. I mean, she you know, single-handedly, you know, after Pearl Harbor, there were only a handful of carriers that we had left. You know, after, you know, then Midway and stuff, where we got managed to sink the Kido Butai and take back, level the playing field, so to speak. But Enterprise pretty much was the focus ship throughout the entire Pacific campaign against Imperial Japan. So she was never sunk. So she was basically exceedingly lucky, considering any type of confrontation with with Japan, who was at that time one of the, if not the best aviation fleet from carrier-based attacks, in the world, could have been fatal for Enterprise, as a lot of other ships and a lot of other carriers were. So that's the reason why Enterprise Lux stat is so high. But now we're starting to get these DR ships. So the only DR ships inside of PR2 are Azuma and, of course, FTG. And as you can see, I'm done with FTG. But you'd have the Fate simulation graphic right here. You click on that to open up the Fates. As you can see, she does not have that yet. But, keeping in line, since Azuma's got it, FTG should be next. So that's why I'm saving up all of these FTG blueprints so that I can utilize them immediately once her Fate simulation goes live, which I would expect would sometime be sometime soon. So that's why. But so you definitely want to continue and get the blueprints for Gascon, simply because of the fact that you could use them at a later date, or if you've already finished Gascon, just turn them in to get blueprints for another ship that you do need blueprints for. So that's always something to do. So the support plan's still up until the 10th. You should have completed this a long time ago. All of the requirements in this were just basically simple stuff, easy stuff that you could do on a daily basis. Seasonal cruise mission is going on. You definitely want to focus on this. As I said, this is going to be running for quite some time, but you want to get keep in line. I've already completed week 1, week 2, week 3, and I've made a serious dent into week 4. I should have this completed in a few days. That's going to be maybe 3 days. Might be Saturday before I actually finish that. But as you can see, you get a lot of good rewards. I've already focused on this inside of another video, so you can listen to some of our previous videos. The two or three before this, I spoke about this event and how good it is, because it gives you some of the materials that are difficult to obtain unless you focus on Operation Siren from a consistent standpoint. So yeah, focus on that. Now let's talk about what else is going on. So we've got the Skybound Prelude, as I just talked about, blueprint completion, the season cruise, as well as a cognitive array. The popularity poll is still going on. I need your guys' help, all right? We're not number 1 yet. Jersey is still number 1. I've been putting all of my votes towards FTG, but she's still in 2nd place. Okay, so this is going to be out until the 25th, so we've got some more days, so please vote for FTG. Okay, now don't get me wrong, New Jersey's light, but New Jersey should be 2nd. Okay, and I don't understand why Azur is in 3rd place. Azur is a season, she just came out not too long ago. I don't see how anybody could act. She's a good ship, don't get me wrong, but give me a break here. All right, so anyway, as you can see, the events, not much of a change in terms of what we had, what I did the first videos on it, so we'll have to see. But I've been focusing on FTG, but New Jersey is still number 1, so everybody has their own favorite ship. So it's nice to see who's going to win, because we've still got a little bit of time left. All right, so that's up for the popularity poll. Gifts, you got a gift. This was in your actual this morning. Okay, it's a piece of furniture for the dorm. And we also got the maintenance compensation, which, as always, we do get 2,000, 2,500 oil. And then, of course, as always, we got some sodas. So that's just, basic fare for after the maintenance. So go ahead and claim that stuff when you get a chance. So that's everything we got in terms of what's going on. So like I say, this is going to be going for 7 days. One other thing, since it just popped up, is we do now have Chapter 14. Okay, so I have not had a chance to delve in to take a look at that yet. So I'm not exactly sure what it entails, but since 13 was a nightmare in terms of being completely overrun by aircraft, I would assume 14 will probably be more of the same. But we've got 125 as a cap now, so you should be able to make all of your ships longer. So Chapter 14 is out there. We'll have to talk about that once I get a chance to lock it into it. All right. So that's everything that we've got in terms of new events. So the rerun, Skybound Prelude is a rerun. So you might be ready to complete that if you did not complete it on the last time. But we'll have I'll have a little bit more once we go over the ships. See if they introduce. Sometimes in the reruns they might sneak a new ship in, so we might get one new ship. It will not be a basis ship where you have to actually limit break it to actually complete the event, but it'll be there just so you can get it. Get the ship, but you won't have to worry about leveling it up or anything. But it will be in the build as one of the ships that you can get usually, and of course there'll be one inside the shop as well. We'll have to see if they keep it the same as last time, but we will go over it once it comes out. But I just wanted to touch base and let everybody know to start using those 4 ships if you have not. Get them to 70 and fully limit break them so that you'll be able to use them on the bonus stages in phase 2 if you come up a little bit short on the ships. Like I say, this is a rerun, so a lot of us are probably already going to have the ships, or all of them, but maybe missing 1 or 2. So this will be a chance to complete the actual, entire set of ships. And if you want to utilize them, I know there's some really good ships inside phase 2, but we'll talk about those when they come out. Right now, I just wanted to touch on that and mention the Gascon blueprint, so that you don't, do focus on doing that. And the way you get those blueprints is very simple. Just do a lab, okay, and do a research academy, okay. Now I have completed this, so watch what happens. I'm going to get a blueprint for Gascon. You will always get at least 1 blueprint for Gascon whenever you do a commission, right? Anyone, it doesn't matter. Even if the commission is not does not show a blueprint as being a reward, you will still get a minimum of 1 blueprint for Gascon until 30. Once 30, it stops. Okay, so as you can see, I got a print for Gascon that wasn't just bonus. 1 for Georgia. I think that's Seattle. Yeah, Seattle. And then I got another FTG blueprint, and I got 2 Azuma blueprints, and then this right here is for Kitakaz. So as you can see, it's just in this one research commission. Look at this. I got like 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 blueprints. So yeah, but this is the one that's associated with the event. See the little bit. So you will always get a blueprint for Gascon. So if I were to take this one right here, for instance, and do this rigging analysis project here, it would give me a one or more blueprints for Gascon, even though she's not listed as a reward for doing it, but that's because of the event. And in this one right here, I would get the blueprint for Hakuryu, okay, plus I would get another blueprint for Gascon, 1 or more, until we reach 30. Then at 30 you won't receive them anymore. So this is an excellent time to just do any commission, okay, and just do the commission and get, you get a blueprint. So you may as well do it. So yeah, so definitely get in the Research Academy here and pick up these projects and do them as you want. So I'm going to pick one that has, so this one right here looks good for me. R&D nothing, 12 hours. So I'm just going to start this one. So I'll get a blueprint for 1 or more of these ships. Plus, I'm going to get a blueprint for Gascon when it completes. All right. So that's all you have to do. But yeah, so definitely do it. So even if you completed Gascon, just get the blueprints, then use the blueprint analysis, and turn them in for core, and then use the core to purchase a blueprint for another one of your ships. Like if you're working on FTG, get enough core and you can buy blueprints for Azuma and FTG directly from within the core shop. So that's what I do, whenever I have excess blueprints. So that's why I don't fret when I get blueprints like that Georgia blueprint I just got. Georgia's done. I've got her fully maxed, and I've completed her fate simulation. She's a season 2 PR ship as well. First one I completed actually, but I'll just turn in that blueprint for core. So there's no, don't worry about getting blueprints for a ship that you've already completed. You can still turn them in for core, so they don't go to waste and just sit inside of your the depot. All right, so yeah, a lot of stuff to focus on. Remember to Don't forget those 4 ships and get them to 70 and fully limit break them, so that if you do come up short in phase 2 with getting all the ships, then you'll have this. I think it gives you like a 1 ship buffer. So if you don't get one of the ships, you can just make sure you do those event stages with those ships, and you get the bonus points, and you'll still be able to get the portrait frame even if you don't get all the ships. So that's what it's there for. I call them bonus points simply because of the fact that if you come up short in one of the events, I think it was the second event that I participated in, I came up short, but I still managed to complete the event because I did the event stages with the 4 ships that I had before. So I was able to actually complete the event, even though I came up short, because I had enough of the actual the other ships fully limit broke, and I had enough to survive. Remember, they have to survive. Just don't stick them into the sortie and then they die. You don't get to do. You have to run it 10 times, that stage 10 times with that ship, and it has to survive each time, and it has to be fully limit broke as well. So that's that's the way to get the points. So make sure those 4 ships, you get them to 70 and get them fully limit broke, so that if you come up short, they're there. Okay, just have them in the background. You don't need to get them up to 100 or 120. They just need to survive, and they need to be fully limit broke. That's all. Okay, so thanks a lot for watching our video. Remember to subscribe. Once you've subscribed, you'll see a bell. If you click on that bell, YouTube will, in most cases, notify you that I've posted a video. If they don't, you can just check and make sure and see if I did post a video manually. All right, also like and share the video, as that does help the channel immensely. So this is Kendrick coming at you from the corner, signing out.